Dr. Ben Carson faced the greatest challenge of his life, the separation of a 7-month-old Siamese twins. The surgical team practiced the procedures for weeks because even a slight error could cost lives. And during the 14-hour operation, Carson said, "We did our best. The rest is God's." And today, he's one of the most celebrated pediatric neurosurgeons in the world. Retired, of course, now. Dr. Ben Carson knows that God can change people and situations, not only in the hospital, but also in the streets. Born in the Detroit ghetto, Carson was used to knives of a different kind. And as a 14-year-old, he lunged a knife at another kid's stomach, only to see the blade strike, luckily the belt buckle and break. But it scared him. He realized that he needed to turn his life around, and he couldn't do it alone. He asked God for a second chance with his life. And with God's help and the love and support of his mother, he came out of the streets and eventually went to Yale University. And he once used his knife to take away someone's life. Now uses his knife to give life to thousands. It's common to hear people say, "Give me a second chance," after making a mistake. Give me a second chance. Now, whenever students were referred to my office for the mischiefs they did at school where I worked, I heard many pleas for a second chance, and some of them were serious and genuine about their second chance request, while others were just wanted to avoid punishment or detention. And there are several great personalities in Scripture who were graciously granted a second chance. We have Paul, an executioner, turned great missionary. Thomas, the doubter, turned a strong believer. Peter, a person who denied Jesus, became the first head of the church. And in today's gospel is another story of a second chance given to Matthew, a Jew who sold his services to the Romans to collect taxes for them from his own countrymen. And Matthew was not a good man in the eyes of many, except for his fellow tax collectors and sinners. Nobody else wanted to be seen with him. However, one man, Jesus by name, dared not only to be seen with him, but even ate in his house with the rest of Matthew's company of tax collectors and sinners. He gave Matthew a second chance by inviting him to be one of his disciples. It was a chance of a lifetime to redeem his past and to create a new future. Despite our shortcomings, God gives us all a second chance to reform ourselves. And second chances are not just limited to Dr. Ben Carson or Matthew the tax collector. They can also be extended to us and to our families. And families too has the power to heal and rebuild, just as Dr. Carson's life was transformed by his mother's love and faith in God. And families can foster love, unity, and growth by embracing forgiveness and understanding and a willingness to change. Remember that it is never too late to mend relationships and allow us and our loved ones to start anew. Like Matthew, let us stand up and leave our sinful past behind. And we humbly pray, "Lord, give me a second chance." Or let us offer someone a second chance.